T production bikes now moving onto the track. Let's check out how they line up on the grid.
Yeah, front row of the grid, Robbie G, Tom Larson, Michael Milligan, Freddie Baynes, who won the championship last year, and a teenager from Queensland, ex-dirt tracker Gary Cartwright. The funny thing is about this category, the Yamaha used to be a really good bike in it. Now, as you see, it's all Suzuki's, Honda's, Kawasaki, with the Honda probably being the flavour of the month. 45 blokes in it, you pick a winner. I mean, it's anyone's guess.
Set for race now, 8 laps, moving off the line, the front row getting away very well, but obviously the quickest bike, Tom Larson, out of the blocks, Barry, in a blinder.
Got a real little jump there. That's Michael Milligan, 7 there. Interested always here in the production, watch this turn 2 into the hairpin, because everybody's trying to outbrake everybody else, and it's usually quite a big bundle.
Bike number 1, Fred Baynes, appeared to have a problem on that warm-up lap. He had his hand up at one stage, a little touch and bump, and a bit of muscle going on.
Yeah, Freddie Baynes had a problem. He's the series winner last year, but it looks like it's okay. Now into lead, that's Warwick Nowland, number 5, who's come absolutely from nowhere. He's on the Suzuki.
I think he took advantage of that little mix-up on the corner. He swung around from the outside, made some big inroads now. Look at this, bike number 5. Warwick Nowland doing a great job.
Yeah, it's so important in the 250 class. If the guy can get a break, and I say a big if, it's going to make life so much easier for him, because when you get this pack of hounds behind you, mixing it up, I mean, it's anybody's guess.
Milligan all over the back of Tom Larson. That's bike number 3 is Larson. Milligan on bike 7. You can see them there side by side.
Yeah, Larson up the inside on the brakes. Oh, yeah, run a little bit wide. That looks like 70. Oh, wow. How about Michael Milligan getting on the power there? That's 77, that's Graham Morris. He'd have to be probably the most experienced guy in the field.
Hard start then for Milligan. Wow, a big slide. Out in front, though, and doing a good job at the moment. Warwick Nowland on the Suzuki. New South Wales rider took advantage of that mix-up on the corner, because at that stage Larson looked like he had a commanding lead, but he slipped back, has a look over his shoulder now. Seems to have some legs too.
Graham Morris there, 77. It's out of the slipstream. Yeah, good little move that.
Nice move from Morris. Rounds up Larson at the bottom of the big long straight here, round the sweeper.
Now let's see Morris and Larson on the brakes here. Not aligning. No, pretty close on the brakes.
Well, now at the moment that lead is being whittled away, even though the dice going on behind him is pretty intense. Oh, Larson.
Yeah, that was a brave move. Didn't quite have enough room there to tuck it through underneath Graham Morris. As for there, it's Robbie G. Robbie G was one of the flyers last year. He finished 4th in the championship, and he only qualified off the front row twice last year. And in a race like this, in a series like this, that's no mean feat. The thing is with Robbie G, he's running Yokohama tyres, and he hasn't had any dry practice, and this is the first time it's been dry for the last 3 days. So you might see Robbie G right up there, and then if he starts to fall back, that's just because his tyres are going off. But new Yokohamas, and they're pretty good.
Of course, this is Freddie Baynes on bike number 1, a long way back at the moment, the reigning champ of the class, but it's a great class. This is where we're fostering our future talent.
Oh, it's absolutely the best. My favourite class, and don't forget, this is where we found Gary McCoy last year. And incidentally, Gary now is doing a full Grand Prix year on one of the very good German team Aprilias. So he should be very pleased with that.
So now, still out in front, but that lead being eaten away ever so slightly all of the time. And Graham Morris from New South Wales on the Suzuki. Now he tucks in behind him. This will be interesting. Comes out of the slipstream now. Has he got the legs? It looks that way, yes. Yeah. Oh, good move.
Yeah, it's pretty quick, Graham's bike. You know, it's not miles an hour quicker, but just a fraction quicker. It makes all the difference, because these things are plus or minus sort of... Oh, good move there by Nowland. Plus or minus sort of a mile an hour or so on one another. That's what makes it such good racing.
Nowland with plenty of ticker there.
Yeah, it's fabulous class. I mean, it's so good because the bikes are all so close that whoever comes out on top, you know, really has done a good job.
All about consistency, all about smoothness, and I like the way Morris positions his bike on the straight. That's twice he's made big moves there, but you've got to be smooth, you've got to be nice and balanced the whole way round.
Well, you've got to think about it, you see, and this is the advantage of having the experience that Graham has. But having said that, he's up against a lot of young guys that are probably, when I say braver than he is, don't realise how much it hurts as much as he would. So, you know, he's doing a good job to be up there amongst those young guys.
And you can see now the pack starting to close in, and this sort of racing, one little mistake and you can go from 1 to 4 in the blink of an eyelid. Nowland, Morris, Larson, they're the top 3 for you. G comes in next, and I tell you what, Gary,
look at that. Got it, Graham Morris, good move.
So Morris showing plenty of racecraft here, plenty of skill, positioning the bike perfectly at the end of the straight into the corners. Nowland now closes back up again.
As always at Eastern Creek, what you've got to watch is around this, the left hand they've just come round, is watch for the guy that's the hot tip round there, because if it comes to a last lap dash, then whoever is the best on those last sort of 3 corners in one is the guy that, good slipstream there from Nowland.
So Nowland he reverses the role that Morris played last time round. He takes the slipstream. Morris jams the front wheel right up underneath him.
Yes, got him. Nice one.
Gets him. Well, Barry, that's nice riding, isn't it?
I say Graham Morris is, if it's the, I'm sure it's the Graham Morris. Oh, look at the back end, you see. That's the production tyres just getting a bit hot. And when they do get hot, they start to get sort of really jelly-like. And as the race progresses halfway now, you'll see that they start to float around quite a lot more.
She said, let's ride. Rev it up,
How close is this? It's good. Nowland, great chap. Started really by Yamahas, but they don't import their super duper 250 into up the inside, good move, into Australia, because apparently it's very difficult to get it to meet the Australian design rules. So therefore you don't see any Yamahas in this. There's Kawasaki, Honda and Suzuki.
Well, Nowland showing plenty of skills and plenty of bravery with some great riding. The bravado shown around some of these corners under brakes. Fantastic stuff. He was back to what a big slide.
That's Robbie Baird, and poor Robbie he didn't have a very successful practice because he was just slowing down in practice to come into the pits. He was wide on a corner and someone knocked him off. And he whacked. He's using a new crash helmet today because it made such a mess of his old one. So he's doing a very, very good job, because he didn't half give his head a whack.
Well, he may break in the new helmet too, the way he's slipping and sliding around, but he's certainly fighting his way through. Plenty of, as we said, bravado being shown here. But again, Morris takes second place again, moves in, under brakes through that area that he's made up places each time he comes round. Nowland now tucks down low.
Well, if Robbie Baird makes the same progress in the next 2 laps that he has done in the last 3 laps, then he could well be our winner on this one.
We always look for a bowler badge.
Look at that. Good move. Who's your money on then, doesn't it?
Well, I mean, we always look for a bowler here. I think Morris is looking pretty safe. He's not doing the slipping and sliding. The rest of them are. But, gee, Robbie Baird.
Robbie Baird.
From him.
Look at this. Yes, nice move. Is he quite quick enough? I think he's got him. Yes.
Done it.
That.
Oh, big handful from Robbie Baird from Queensland aboard the Suzuki. Now fights his way up into second place. As we said, all the way back from 6, now into second place and showing plenty of aggression.
Good, right? Yeah, really. In actual fact, he's got a style very reminiscent of Gary McCoy, because if you remember last year in this race, Gary McCoy was sideways in a lot of places, but didn't look like he was out of control. And Robbie's, this was where he had it all locked up last lap. And Robbie's style looks very, very reminiscent of McCoy's. Yeah, I thought he was going to try and get around the outside. It's a long way.
So still Nowland from Robbie Baird on the Suzuki. Nowland, of course, also Suzuki bound, so the Suzuki's doing pretty well at the moment. Yeah. And they've just got a little bit of a buffer now. I mean, really, look at the gap, and we're saying that's a bit of breathing space.
He's not quite close enough. I thought if he could have really got up close around that left-hander, he might have... big move. Graham Morris.
Up the inside.
Touch of the swansies there.
Oh,
Whoa, look at that.
G.
That's Robbie G. You see, that is his tyres going off. You know, when you start seeing him, I've been watching it, and it's sliding around quite a lot now.
Oh, Robbie G with a bit of hippie shake going on back in the pack. Nowland still in front. Morris now Hunt's second place. He's been all over the field, this bloke.
It's going to be quite close.
Watch this, the high-speed stake now. Who's going to get the advantage? Morris comes out. Look at Robbie Baird up the inside.
Whoa.
And gets it
Good
too.
one. Nice.
Oh, yes, sir.
Yes. Save the flow. That was good. That was really hot stuff. Now, if he holds it all together into the hairpin here and can get out and get a bit of breathing space, which is, I think Graham Morris is maybe, no, not quite close enough. But that was good. I like that. That was a good move.
Oh, hero of the day, Robbie Baird. He's come from the middle of the pack. He got bumped back to second. Beautiful move at the end of the straight to regain the lead, and now gets a little bit of breathing space. Not much. Nowland in second, Morris in third.
Yeah, he's getting a bit of breathing space. If Graham Morris can just get up the inside of Warwick Nowland and those two can play around a bit, then it might give Robbie a bit of space.
Morris doesn't mind which line he takes.
No, he's good rider. This is the best. I love this class. You know, this is something, you know, the easiest way to get into racing is the 250 production class.
And this is where you learn your racecraft, Barry. This is where you learn to race.
It is, you know, because it's not a case of somebody going out and having, you know, buying a bike and being able to do this, that and the other to it. It's so restricted. You can change the carburation a little bit on it. You can play around the suspension a little bit on it. But it's a very, very good idea. The concept of it is excellent.
Heading around for the final lap. So it's all going to happen. Look at this. Oh, he's off the bike. Oh, just got it onto the loose stuff. No. Oh, dear me. He's okay, though.
Yeah, that was,
bad luck, Barry, because he's ridden so well.
That's a shame for Warwick, because that's hot tyres and getting sideways. And that's Michael Milligan now has benefited out of that.
Milligan last in it is.
Yeah. Milligan last. Well, that was nasty, but luckily enough, it looked like it was going to be a real heavy high side, but it didn't throw him on the ground, slap him on the ground, which was nice.
He almost gathered it up, didn't he? Almost got it back together again with some brilliant riding, but he just couldn't hold it at the last moment.
You see, this is all this is. You see the back of everybody's now. This is hot tyres, and this is something why it's so good, this class. It trains you fantastically well for Grand Prix, 500, 250 or whatever, because this is exactly what a Grand Prix tyre does. Not to this extent, but the same kind of line, so you know what you're in for on the last lap.
Now, Troy Bayliss on bike 32 now has moved up into third place, so he's really taken advantage of the spill. Larson's in front, then it's Milligan.
Yeah, Bayliss is on a Kawasaki. So.
Yeah, Bayliss has come out of nowhere. Well, this has been unbelievable racing here. Look at Larson. He started so well, then dropped back.
Whoa, wide. Woof.
Has got the luck of the run, Larson. Tommy Larson aboard the Suzuki.
Yeah, Robbie Baird, you see.
Robbie Baird out in front.
I don't know what he's doing there. He's had his hand off the left handlebar. I hope he doesn't get any kind of trouble. No, looks pretty much okay.
Well, that little break he made early, Barry, seems so important to him because it's...
Yeah, but it's not all over yet.
I think he's got enough legs down the straight from there, though.
Whoa, if he does... No, I wouldn't say so.
Robbie Baird, can he hang on?
Oh, yeah, I was looking at Milligan. Yeah.
Larson will get second place. Milligan Milligan makes a lunge. I don't know about that. I think he might have got there.
Tom Larson, just.
Wow.
Good ride, though.
Sensational race. Sensational race. And Robbie Baird, who started way back on the grid, you can see punching the air, has done so well. Now let's go back to Nowland, where he got on the loose stuff here. You can see him go deep and wide in the corner, get right out of the loose stuff. He tried everything he could to save it.
Yeah, it was just really, really sad. You know, he all but got it, but when it gets to that stage, it got so far round. It was at sort of 90 degrees. You've got no hope whatsoever. But the great thing is he didn't get slammed on the floor, which was very, very good.
Recapping the results of that very exciting 250cc production bike race, Robert Baird on the Suzuki first, Tom Larson, Michael Milligan taking the minor places in a thriller. Heat 2 of the Superbikes of this year's Winfield Triple Challenge next. Race 2.